Alright, what's up, guys? So, I decided that I was going to bring this series to my main channel. Originally, it was on my podcast. And so you know what? Because I was going to wait till the end of the video to talk on that. But I am actually thinking about doing that is having it where my podcast episodes get uploaded onto this channel, because I know a lot of you guys don't know about my podcast. So I'd rather just have it on here where you guys know about it, so on and so on. And it's a lot. Like, it's like over 100 seasons. So it's a lot, man. It's something where I'm thinking about it, but I know that move, it's going to be a big move. But no, there's a lot of relationship advice episodes on that podcast. And then on top of that, I do have some on my backup channel. I am thinking about getting those videos, or I might just leave them there. And then, just, upload on that channel where it's like some content that I just, if it's content that I don't really care for too much, then I'll just, put it on that channel and things. But it's more so of a backup channel, and, in case a video that just don't make the cut here or anywhere else, it goes there. All right. So, but anyways, now let's go ahead and get into this, the first of, I can't really call it the first edition because I've done so many of them. But anyways, let's get into, I guess, another edition. I don't know what to call it. But anyways, it reads out. So I'm reading this off of the relationship advice subreddit. And I remember at one point, fam, I was just going through here just reading whatever. But anyways, so there's like I don't know why it's like people put it like that on Reddit, but it's like it confuses me. But anyways, so it just reads out without reading the person's age and their sex. I don't know, but anyways, my boyfriend wants to move in with me. I want him to live alone first. Can you help? Dang. I mean, I guess, more so, when reading it, you'll understand why, but it's sometimes, people, they just don't want to really make that commitment and things, and I feel like, I don't know, if you guys be talking about, marriage and, all that stuff, being, you guys is gonna be together either for life or for a long period of time, I don't think nothing's wrong with it. I don't know. You might be on some Macaulay Culkin stuff when he was in Home Alone, where it's all you grow up and get married, and then you want to live alone. I don't really know. But anyways, so the person goes on to say, my boyfriend and I have been together 10 months. He lives with his parents, in their 50s. And younger brother, 10, 16, and 18. No sisters. Before current events, he was over my place basically every night. A couple nights ago, he said that he wants to move in with me if I'm up for it. Yeah, so he kind of just left it up and but see, the thing is though, it's I feel like in some cases people say that, but they don't truly mean it though. So it's it's one of those things where it's even though he kind of just said this is your play now, he still wants to move around a little bit. He still wants to kind of test the waters and things, but I don't know. But anyways, so then she goes on to say, I've been to his place more than once, and I've seen how their dynamic works. His mother does everything for all 5 men in the house. Cooking, cleaning, the works. Basically, all they have to do is put their laundry away after she washes, dries, and irons, folds it. The reason the parents aren't forcing them to contribute is that this was their parents' agreement. He works, she stays at home, so she raises the kids, run the household, and he pays for everything. With one of the clauses being that she's doing everything, there's no need to involve the boys. Yeah, I guess that's something that I will bring up. The thing is this, I don't know. I guess with me, I'm a little straightforward, so if I want to get my point across, I'm going to get my point across. So if I was in this woman's shoes, I'm like, okay, yeah, you can move in, but it ain't going to be no stuff where I'm cooking, cleaning, doing all this other stuff and things. Nah, if this is a relationship, it's a 50-50 relationship. It ain't no, you put in 10% and I put in 100%. And I'm like, I thought it was a 90. Nah, you putting in 100 because that's what a woman does. Nah, I just think that there are some guys where it's look, maybe at your mom's place that might have worked, but I feel when you get into you gotta start looking at a relationship where it's you're not getting into a relationship with your mom, you're getting into a relationship with a random woman, and it's but it's a woman that you know of, but at the same time it's she ain't got to do that stuff, you know. So it's like even parents ain't be gotten to do that stuff. It's like you should be thankful for it, but don't take advantage of it and things, and then don't try to take advantage of it in a separate situation. So, but anyways, she goes on to say, as a result, my boyfriend cannot do anything. I don't know how much of this is actually cluelessness and how much is him trying to get out of stuff. But he has told me completely sincere, and I checked this with his mother, that he can't even fry an egg. Okay, then bro, get something that it's like you don't have to, like get some like other form of breakfast where it's like you don't have to necessarily do that and things. But yeah, it's like if a person don't know how to fry an egg, they don't know how to. I don't feel like that's like not something to point out. I thought like, okay, like he leaves pee on the toilet seat, or he what else, I don't know, yeah, has like his boxers and all his like dirty clothes across the floor and stuff. Yeah, if it's on some stuff like that, I'm like, fam, you're gonna have to check that. But I'm like, bro, I don't think that's gonna be like the deal breaker. Like, oh no, this relationship can't work out. You can't even fry an egg. I think if a girl would have said that to me, I'm like, yeah, she don't want to be in a relationship. So, but anyways, then she goes on to say, which is why when my boyfriend suggests moving in together, I said I want him to live alone first. I guess, yeah, that's cool. So he could just get a feel of like, taking care of himself and things. But I mean, the thing is like, I think it, like if you guys do live together, it's like, and not in this way saying that he is living alone, but it's like I would let him know that it's like you're gonna have to do stuff on your own. I'm not your mom. I am your girlfriend, fam. Like I don't think it's that hard. I don't know, but I just think. But the thing is this: if you're afraid to tell your significant other some stuff like that, I don't think you should be in that relationship. Because if they're one of them explosive people where it's like they just start getting mad because you're telling them how it is, it's like, yeah, that's a relationship where I'm like, you gonna mess around and find yourself in the hospital talking about we were just playing. He didn't mean to do it. He didn't like, nah, bro. It's one of those things where it's like that's something where it's like you gotta like just tell them, you gotta be straight up with them, and you gotta tell him that type of stuff. But so anyways, then she goes on to say his plan was basically to go straight from his mother's house to my flat. I told him my hesitation, which is that he can't do chores. He then offered to pay more rent. Why is he? No, it's like, bruh, you ain't gotta pay. Just do your stuff, man. In exchange for me doing all the chores, I said no. I don't want to be his mother or his maid. I want to be his girlfriend. Facts. Then I told him I wanted him to live alone, go from his mother's house to his own place, figure out how to do all those things he's never done for himself, learn some basic life skills, and then revisit us living together. This has caused a huge argument. I don't know why I can't talk. Biggest we've ever had. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, he getting mad over some stuff like that, then it's like, yeah, that relationship ain't for you. I'm like, that you're dating like an Xbox gamer. It's like, or not, but like or not a gamer, but a kid. Like you're dating an Xbox kid and stuff. Cause yeah, I'm like, he's a child. I'm like, I'm sorry to break it down to you, but nah, that man's a child. Like that, you don't get mad over no stuff like that. My thing is this: if anything's, I feel like I should be the one, like, I mean, it's like not like doing everything, but I'm like, at least, being helpful. It's just, that's just kind of weird. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but he's taking me saying he has no life skills as an insult, which it kind of was, to be fair, and has basically said that clearly I don't want to live with him at all as I've pushed the moving in time back, and have only said we'd revisit after a few months of him living alone. And I did say revisit because I wanted to make sure he actually knew what he was doing and wouldn't immediately switch back to offering more rent for no chores. This was all a couple of nights ago, and he's just stopped talking to me. He's at his mom's, his mom, so they're overseas somewhere. He's online. He's talking to mutual friends who have said he is responding. He just won't answer any of my calls/texts. He's told our friends what happened. They're all on his side. Wow. Saying I was mean and cruel. I love him and I do want to live with him eventually. I just don't want to live with him if I'm doing everything. And the one thing I don't want him is paying extra for me to do all the housework. Is there some sort of compromise or some option I'm not seeing? What could I do to fix this? It's kind of messed up that I have to say it, but it's like, yeah, that's something where it's like, if he's doing some stuff like that, then it's probably best to, I guess, like, put it in his head where it's like, hey, look, if you're gonna be carrying on like this because I just want you to be able to take care of yourself, because my thing is this, okay, so he moves in with you, something happens to you, or it's like, it be a situation, or like, let's say it's like, you know, and it's like, I don't want to get dark, but at the same time, it's like, sometimes you have to get dark in order to get through a person's head, but it's like, something happens to the girlfriend, he's there on his own, he gonna move back into the house, and it's like, no, it's like, you gotta, like, it'd be on some stuff where I'm like, okay, I feel like he would have to, like, if something did happen to the girlfriend, then he had to, like, clean up the place, I guess, for the next people to, like, rent it out or whatever, but he gonna go to the homeowner or to the person, that owns the apartment building and be all like, hey, so I'm not really a cleaner and I don't really be liking to take care of stuff, so can you guys just take all this stuff that's in there and just send it over to my mom's place and things? That ain't gonna work. Or let's say something happens to his parents, you know, and then it's like, or he gets into it with his parents, and then let's say he gets into it with his girlfriend. Now where's he gonna go? I'm saying, it's like, it's stuff like that you gotta sit down and think about. You can't be relying on other people to help you out with things. So I'm saying, it's one of those things where I'm like, nah, you gotta, like, put it in his head, like, hey, I'm gonna break up with you, all right? You carrying on like this, it's like you carrying on like a child and stuff. I'm sorry, my thing is this, if she ain't gonna be blunt, I'm gonna be blunt. He's carrying on like a child. It's like, you can't be carrying on like that and then thinking it's gonna be okay at the end of the day, like, oh, she gonna go, like, she's gonna, because that's what it is. He's seeing all her messages, he's seeing all her calls, he's seeing everything that she's saying and doing right now, but I guarantee and I promise you, if she were to send him a message right now saying, oh, okay, I guess I'll do the housework for you, then he's like, oh, okay. He's like, I'm sorry, my phone, it was like, I was in a tunnel, and it's like, fam, there ain't no tunnels out here. What are you talking about? And he's like, oh, well, it's satellite, you know, and it was positioned in a way where my phone, it just, my phone, it just randomly shuts off. Like, yeah, bro, it's that's somebody where I'm like, look, bro, if you need to, like, go back to, you know, elementary and things, then do that. But until then, it's like, you're a full-grown adult. You are a grown man, all right? There should be no reason why. And it's just, I don't know, bro. It's something where I'm like, I don't want to say, like, go in too much, but at the same time, it's like, I'm going to just leave it at, you're a grown man. You got to take care of yourself. That's not your woman's job, all right? Your woman's job is for her to be a girlfriend, and your job is for you to be a boyfriend. There ain't no contract, no hidden sentences where it's like, oh, and she got to cook, clean, and do all these other things. Nah. I'm like, that ain't happening, bruh. So, yeah, it's just one of those things where, I guess if she breaks up with him, she breaks up with him. But it's like, yeah, you can't be carrying on like that, then thinking like, oh, okay, it's cool. Like, she's not going to, you know, break up with me. Nah, stuff like that. I feel like there's some girls that I know they will instantly break up with a guy on some stuff like that. So, but anyways, yeah, hopefully that situation, it works out and things. But yeah, if not, then that girl, she knows what she got to do. She got to break up with that guy. Find a guy that is willing to take care of himself and things, you know, or he at least has taken care of himself at some point in time. But anyways, yeah, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Stay tuned for some more relationship advice videos, and peace.